Leeds boxing promo. We're down here at the Life for Boxing Academy in Leeds with Hull's Harvey Lambert. How are you doing, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. Just finished sparring, so I'm a bit sweaty, but yeah, feel good.
Yeah, you're looking good there, mate. Doing some rounds with Ellis Ward.
Ellis Ward, great fighter. Yeah, he took a loss last time out, but I think it was a very close fight. I think he'd do well to get that back. But yeah, he's a good lad. I'll be doing a lot of my rounds with him, training for my next fight. So yeah, it's good.
Iron sharpens iron.
That's it. That's what they're saying, it.
You've got a fight coming up, haven't you, Harvey?
Yeah, it's 30th for me. You know, headlining again. A good fight, to be fair. The kid's 6-0, knocked out 4, big African fella, boxed good level as an amateur, so it's certainly my biggest fight in my career, do you know what I mean? So hopefully push on. I'm after his points. He's ranked a bit higher than me in the world, so I want his points, basically. That's it, yeah.
You're looking to overtake him on them rankings, yeah?
Definitely. Because he seems some of the bigger boys ahead of me, if you like, are taking the fights, so I'm accepting all my fights, so you know, it's the only way I can try and bully my way and get to the front of the queue.
That's what I'm going to say. Sometimes you've got to force your way in, mate. You know, to block the door, you've got to go through the window, haven't you?
Yeah, you've got to boot it down, haven't you? So it's trying our best.
How long have you been boxing for, Harvey?
Boxing since I was 6. Obviously started boxing at 11 when everyone else starts fighting at 11.
Yeah.
I was already 5 years in by then. And the kids were playing football and boxing, so it was a bit unfair when first started. But yeah, boxed at every level as an amateur, you know, as a schoolboy, boxed for England, junior, boxed for England, youth, boxed for England, senior, boxed for England, and made it on to GB and stuff. And yeah, it's just been a long old slog now. I'm a scaffolder by trade, but still trying to pursue some dreams I had when I was a kid. So yeah, it's tough.
Now, scaffolding's good graft, strong graft, mate.
I know, I don't know what it's doing with my arms like, it's not working for me, but you know, yeah, pays the bills and that, so it's, yeah, it just needs most. It's a boxer's job, isn't it, scaffolding?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I think a lot of boxers scaffold, but yeah, so just trying, like you say, just trying to get myself in these positions to take these better fights and stuff for me, so I've got a really hard fight, which you probably won't make a lot of money on, but it's just part of the past at the minute, you know, it's just what's got to be done. So.
Of course, it's brick by brick, mate.
Brick by brick, yeah.
How old are you now, mate?
28, but I'd like to think how I box, my style, I try not to get it so much. I like to think I was a young 28.
Yeah.
I've got some fighters fucking shot to bits by the time they're nearly 30, aren't they? So, you know, I still think I've got a lot of miles on the clock, so, yeah.
What can people expect on fight night?
Unique, very unique style. You know, if you want to watch people knock holes out of each other, you know, I'm not very good value for money, but I believe in it and not get it. So, you know, if I get it more than twice a round, it's not been a good round for me. You know, I'm not happy with myself. So, yeah, it's just very high level elite boxing. I'd like to say about myself. I was boxed at world level as an amateur, and I think I'm going to box world level as a pro. So. Like you say, brick by brick, and it starts 30 for me with a big step up fighting against Cheikh Diop, I think he's called, from Senegal. But yeah, it'll be a good fight. Looking forward to it.
Good luck with that, mate. God willing.
No, thank you. Yeah, God willing.
What's your motivation in the sport? I mean, you've said then, obviously, you're aiming to get up the ladder, get to the top, get to world level.
Yeah. Motivation now is obviously my kids. I've got twin girls. I had twins. I know, I was blessed twins. There's three next week, so that'll be another day a week for me. But so I don't know. I think I can earn a good living as a scaffolder, but don't know. I think I lost a lot of my childhood and youth, being in boxing gyms my whole life. So I feel that I owe it to my younger self to see it through. And you know, if someone is good enough to beat me, I'll be the first shit their hands. You know what I mean? But you know, I still think there's a lot more I can do in this professional game, you know. And yeah, and obviously I want to do something for my kids as well. So it's my little girls now, get me out of bed in the morning.
No, that's a good motivation. I like that, mate.
Yeah,
family's
definitely.
important.
Yeah. I don't just want to put it on my kids. You know, I feel like I do owe it to myself. I've missed out on a lot of youth and you know my adolescence and stuff. So I feel like I do owe it to myself, my younger self, to see it through and you know see how far I can get in the sport.
Yeah, too far gone to turn back now, mate.
That's it, and I've wasted too much now. To earn no money.
That's it. We're all in now,
That's
mate.
it, we're all in,
mate. What do you love about boxing?
Do you know what? It's really, really not that glamorous at the minute. You know, being on smaller hall shows, you know, selling tickets. You know, I'm not a massive ticket seller, so it's, you know, it's tricky because obviously as an amateur, especially as a senior, I had the best end of it. You know what I mean? I had the best outlook on the full sport. It was 10 out of 10 for me. And now it's, don't know. Maybe I went pro and I felt like I was owed something, you know, because I was a very good amateur, and it's a totally different sport now. So it's just climbing the ranks now, and I feel that like I've had enough. I don't take the rubbish fights. No disrespect to anybody, because I know journeyman and you know them fights are important to people, and you know I don't need them. I don't have them. That's why I've only had 6 fights to pro. I've been pro nearly 4 years. So it's about, for me, taking the fights that make sense, taking fights that we want to talk about, and getting these boys ahead of me to take the fights and you know put them in positions where they have to fight me, and then we'll see who is the best.
Well, you sort of touched on it a little bit then, but I was going to say, what on the flip side, what do you hate about the sport? But is it, you know, the selling the tickets, the business side of it?
Everyone's got to do that, you know. Everyone's got to sell tickets and stuff, you know. If that's part of it, and you know, I enjoy that as well, the part of it. But I dislike. I don't know. I do love the sport, you know, and I'm a boxing sign. I don't know. I'm my toughest critic is myself, you know. And me and my dad, we really study it, and we really study my style, and you know, I don't know. I just wish people would take the fights, but I wouldn't. If I was them, I would take me. You know, like I mean, I'm on a grand around here on a platform. I'll fight someone else. I'm not fighting him. So I do understand it as well. I understand both sides, but it's frustrating. You can't. The best don't fight the best, you know, and the hierarchy. Like the central area, I tried bullying myself for a central area. They won't take me. And then you can't fight Joe Cordova. Joe Cordova won't fight me. It was the English champ. So then where's that middle ground? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't. You're too good to fight for that. You can't get the points because you aren't central area champ to fight for that. So, do you know what I mean? You're a bit stuck, aren't you? So that's why I'm fighting knockout merchants in hotels. You know, trying to like keep the door down. It's an hard fight, you know what I mean? But it's just what's got to be done. So.
Nah, keep grinding, mate. You'll get your time.
Yeah, 100%. It's coming.
I
100% believe it's coming now. You know, I've really thought about is it worth it and stuff, and a bit down and that. But you know, my dad keeps me straight, and you know, like you say, I've invested a lot of time and effort and money into it up to now. So it's going to pay off. I'm sure it's going to pay off. So yeah.
Who are your inspirations in the sport?
In the sport, I don't know. You know,
any boxers you looked up to when you were coming up, or?
When I was, since I was tall, I think when I was 15, I was tall for the weight. I've always been like the tallest for the weight. So I liked watching Thomas Hearns.
Yeah.
A bit old school. He's massive for the weight. Really heavy-handed. Like I use his levers to knock people out. Obviously, I'd like to think maybe one day be as good as Tommy Hearns. That'd be nice. But
well, you've got the levers for it, mate.
I know. Just need to start knocking everyone out now, don't I? But no, so I like watching Tommy. I like watching Tommy Hearns. Just stylistically, I really like. I can't ever say his name. Rigondo, you know, the Cuban.
Yeah.
Really liked him.
Rigondeaux, is it?
Yeah, Rigondeaux. Yeah, I really liked him. Terence Crawford, 10 out of 10. Floyd, 10 out of 10. Boxers that don't get it, I don't like watching people get it and tell them sort themselves. You know what I mean? It's no good. Like some people love it. They think that's great value for money. Not for me. I think it's shite. It's absolute shite. It and not get it. That's.
Yeah, no, that's the end. That's the end.
Yeah,
definitely, mate. Definitely. Yeah. Have you got any sponsors?
Yeah, I've got a couple of sponsors. Can't think off the top of my head now. Who's my sponsor? Who sponsors me, Dad? Sean Lavin at Federation of Sport. Sean Lavin Federation of Sport sponsors me, helps me out a lot. And Nuffield Health, they sort me out a lot with the gym and everything. So yeah, good for making weight, fight week and stuff. So yeah, big thank you to them, continued support. Yeah, like you say, because I'm scaffolding and that. I'm not really like the busiest on my socials or selling tickets or putting out for sponsors and stuff like that. I'm not really fussed about that because I think it's inevitable that I'm only 1, 2, 3, 4 fights away from having big fights anyway. So it's just, like you say, May 30th is a really big fight for me. Win that, I think it'll open a few more doors for me. So it's, it's exciting.
If any companies or anyone wants to get on board and sponsor you and stuff like that, how would they go about that?
I don't know, send me a message on socials and stuff.
What are your socials?
Harvey Lambert 997, I think it is on Instagram. I think that's all I have, Instagram. I'm not the biggest pusher. Maybe that's where I'm going down. Maybe that's my downfall.
You've got to sell the show,
No,
man.
maybe that's where I'm falling short a bit. You know, it must be because some people actually ram it down the throat and then they turn out not to be that great, don't they? But I've always believed that the boxing's going to prevail. I think like people that get to like 12-0, 13-0, blagging it, they're just blagging it, and then they're going to get found out one day anyway, exactly. So for me, I just want to be in fights that make sense, and yeah, big fights.
Let your hands do the talking.
I mean, that's the gayest thing ever, innit? Let your hands do the talking. But yeah, that is exactly it. Yeah.
What's your dream fight then, mate? What's your dream fight?
Dream fight, probably be in Vegas. Everyone wants to fight at home, don't they? But Vegas has got to be the place. I mean, growing up watching Mayweather and that MGM Grand and stuff, somewhere in Vegas, big fight. Fighting for well, look, when I had my interview, my temper, I didn't say I want to be a world champ, I want to be a world champ. So everyone says, I just want to fight at world level. I box at world level as an amateur, and I believe I'm good enough to fight at world level as a pro. So wherever that takes me, it takes me. You know, if I'm a world champ, great. If I'm not, then at least I've boxed and been beaten. You know, I've had a good go. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Have you got a message for your next opponent?
I don't think he speaks any English. Be ready. It's going to be a good fight. I'm 6-0, he's 6-0. Someone's always got to go, and all them horrible cliches everyone says. But yeah, it's going to be a really good fight. I'm looking forward. I'm training for the best version of him, whatever that may be. I'll find out May 30th. But you know, he's my biggest step up. But one thing's for certain, I'm definitely his biggest step up as well. So it's, you know, I hope he's training hard.
No, it makes for a good fight, mate.
Yeah.
And you're headlining in your hometown.
Headlining hometown.
That must be a great feeling.
Yeah, it's lovely. Yeah, it's nice because I've always travelled here, there, and everywhere, and you know, probably lost a bit of a following travelling here, there, and everywhere, and you know, so yeah, it's good to be back in Hull. My third time headlining Hull now, so it's yeah, it's good. I'm looking forward to it.
Hull seems to be like on the rise at the minute lately.
Definitely.
It seems to be.
We're a big footballing town, we're a big rugby town, but boxing side, it's definitely on the up again. I feel like we had Samir, Tommy, Luke, who like killed it. If you like 10 years ago, did really well, and then the TV went out of it. We've got a lot of good boys coming through, there's a lot of us, you know, so it's maybe I'm leading the way for that, you know.
Yeah.
And it's nice to be a part of something. I think there's maybe 10 or 12 good pros in all now.
Yeah.
You know, undefeated, chasing stuff, going their own paths and that, so it's nice, it's good.
Hull's on the up.
Hull's on the up.
Well, really appreciate your time, mate.
No, thank you, I appreciate yours, yeah.
Good luck for the fight coming up.
Thank you.
And yeah, roll on.
Spot on, cheers, mate.
Thanks a lot for your time.
No, thank you.